Howdy, howdy! Richmond, Indiana, and Rose City Wrestling Alliance fans everywhere. The 4th of July holiday weekend has come to an end, so you know the Cowboy had to see it out sporting some brand new threads. Dare I say, I look patriotic. And you know those threads had to include the brand new Cowboy t-shirt, available at all my merch stands at all future shows. Make sure you pick yourself up one. And you know the Cowboy had to bring directly to you, the fans of RCWA, breaking news about next Saturday's event. Look, just because the 4th of July holiday weekend is over, doesn't mean the festivities have to. Oh no, quite the opposite. Because next Saturday, July 11th, RCWA presents Freedom Slam at the Retro Rush Arcade. And this is promising to be one heck of an event. Look, everybody knows that the RCWA heavyweight champion, RJ White, has been dipping and ducking and dodging and running from my boy, Super Frankie 3000. And next Saturday, it all ends because RJ White has to put his RCWA heavyweight championship on the line against Super Frankie 3000. And look, normally I would be thrilled for Super Frankie 3000. I really would. But there's another match next weekend. There's a triple threat match for a #1 contendership for an RCWA heavyweight championship match in August. And it features Maurice James, Luke Kasey, alright, and the Techno Cowboy. Which means if RJ White wins next Saturday, then that means that he'll have beaten Super Frankie, and I finally get my shot at RJ White to pound him into the mat for everything he's done to me. But that means that he beat Super Frankie 3000. There ain't no way that's happening, right? But if Super Frankie wins, that means that I have to face Super Frankie 3000 for the RCWA Heavyweight Championship in August, and I don't really want to think about the implications of that, right? Look, let's just say this. At the end of August, everybody is going to be riding with the Cowboy because I'm going to be the new RCWA Heavyweight Champion. Speaking of champions, let's talk about Lucy B. Sweet, the RCWA Women's Champion, and Bad Country, Andrew Williams, the RCWA Renegades Champion. Look, I don't think these two have won a single match without each other's help since the time they've come to RCWA. Not only that, they go around and just talk about how good they are, how they're the best that RCWA has to offer, how they need to be international, and everybody, even the Techno Cowboy, isn't worthy of a shot. So, look, I'm not gonna lie, all right? I might have direct messaged a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend. Look, it's not really relevant, all right? It's not relevant. But Lucy B. Sweet, this is gonna be a dream come true for you. And Andrew Williams, Bad Country, I hope you see the vision that RCWA has for you, because I found another couple that just might be as good as you guys, maybe even better. Look, not for nothing, these guys have been everywhere, and when I mean everywhere, I mean everywhere. I'm talking AEW, yeah. I'm talking TNA, I'm talking OVW, I'm talking NXT, I'm talking everywhere. So, this weekend, Saturday, July 11th, it's going to be Lucy B. Sweet versus the Dream Girl Ellie for the RCWA Women's Championship. And it's going to be Bad Country Andrew Williams versus the Vision Orion for the RCWA Renegades Championship. Hey, don't say I never did nothing for y'all, alright? I know we're close, I know we're buds. Don't say I never did nothing for you. Look, I did the best I could do. So, I can't wait to to see what happens this Saturday, July 11th at the Retro Rush Arcade. I can't wait to see the fans of RCWA. And like the shirt says, Techno never dies.
Richmond, Indiana, we find our place. So here we stand as a chronic knights under the banner of neon lights. In Richmond's heart, we take our flight. So sing way where worlds unite.
All right, this next match is a triple threat match. And it is scheduled for one fall. One fall.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is Maurice James, who we've seen return last month in a winning effort against a debuting Brogan O'Shea. Tonight, Maurice James looks to get right back into the title picture that he left just a few short months ago. Tonight, triple threat, Maurice James,
Richmond, Indiana.
Techno, Cowboy, and the savior of wrestling, Luke Kasey, in triple threat action. Who's going to walk out of this match with a future championship match?
Who said that? Ladies and gentlemen, from downtown Dayton, Ohio, weighing in at 181 pounds, he is the savior of wrestling, Luke Kasey!
This is a citywide announcement. A level red situation is in effect. All non-essential personnel evacuate immediately to your designated zones. Repeat, warning level red. Evacuate now. Like a page in a book.
Let's go, baby! Hey, Kasey, come on! Hey, take your eyes off me, baby! Right here, right here.
What an introduction by Adrian Jacobs as he welcomes the savior of wrestling, Luke Kasey, to the ring. And this Richmond crowd always loves to see Luke Kasey in action. Tonight, though, may be one of the, if not the, biggest match in the young career of Luke Kasey. Can Luke Kasey find a way to win this #1 contendership match and get back in the ring with the man who beat him last month, R.J. White? And technically, R.J. didn't even beat Luke Kasey. Kasey would win the match via countout, but that means R.J. White remains the RCWA champion, which we've seen in part 1 of Freedom Slam, where he no-showed and was once again successful in retaining his championship against Super Frankie 3000.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Techno Cowboy! I'm taking control.
Come right there, my man.
And it's been a wild few months for Techno Cowboy, as he is the former general manager of RCWA. He would return to action to face off with Chris Morgan when they had an absolute instant classic match that seen Techno finally get his revenge on the man, Chris Morgan. Since then, we've seen Techno Cowboy have some issues with the former clients in the descent alongside Chris Morgan, that being RJY and Bad Country Andrew Williams. Tonight, Techno Cowboy, just like Maurice James and Kasey, look to get into position to become number one contender and face RJY for a future RCWA Heavyweight Championship match. And here we go, this match is official, and Maurice might have said too many things as Techno Cowboy and Luke Kasey go to work early on James here. Big splashes in the corner. And what do they got in mind here? A huge flapjack. Good Lord, look at the height. Let's take another look. Look at the height. Maurice James. It might have been an early night for James here. And Kasey and Techno both want this opportunity at RJY's championship.
It's the Cowboys' time to take RJY. I owe RJ so much.
And here we go, Kasey and Techno trading blows here. They've tried to eliminate Maurice James. Can one of these two capitalize on each other and find a way to become the number one contender? My God, what a super kick. But here comes Maurice James this time, looking to get rid of the Techno Cowboy, sends him to the outside of the ring, and now Maurice James going after Luke Kasey here. And James just stomping away at Luke Kasey, and Maurice James is no stranger to being a part of the RCWA Heavyweight Championship picture. As we know, at one time, Maurice James was a top contender for the championship, going after the likes of RJ White and Cody Travers. Maurice then disappeared from RCWA for a couple months to return last month, shockingly, in knocking off the Rambler Brogan O'Shea. Now, tonight, Maurice is right back in the title hunt, and things seem to be going well for James thus far. Luke Kasey, who didn't have very much luck with RJ White just 1 month ago, also jockeying for position here. There's a lot at stake for these three. No one's home. Luke Kasey ate nothing but canvas. James now, back kick, sets him up. Nice job there, brain buster by Maurice James, goes for the cover too, and it's broken up by Techno Cowboy. And Maurice, though, right back on the attack. Luke Kasey rolls to the outside. This time, Maurice puts his focus on Techno Cowboy. Irish whip to the corner. Maurice comes in, eats an elbow. And that time a boot. Techno Cowboy pulling out all the stops here to try to stop Maurice James dead in his tracks. Float over that time by Techno Cowboy. Big drop kick sends Maurice James into the corner. And Techno Cowboy's feeling it now. And Techno never dies. Bronco Buster in the corner to Maurice James. And now, what does Techno Cowboy have in mind here? It looks like he's going up top. And this could spell disaster for Maurice James. Wait a second. That is the music of the Renegade Champion. That's Bad Country. Andrew Williams, what the hell is he doing out here? Andrew Williams goes one-on-one with Division Orion later tonight. He has no right to be out here. Swanton bomb by Techno Cowboy with a huge miss. Luke Kasey back into the fray now. Maurice throws a wild clothesline. Back elbow, misses both. Drop kick by Kasey. Can Kasey capitalize? Goes to pull in. Maurice James goes for the cover. 1, 2, but no! Techno is right there. Kasey pushes Techno back. And a big super kick to the midsection there by Techno Cowboy. Goes for sliced bread. Could this be enough? 1, 2, and it is! Techno Cowboy! Despite the distraction. And oh, look at this. Super Frankie 3000 watching closely as he lost an opportunity to face RJ White at part 1 of Freedom Slam. Nonetheless, even with the distraction of Bad Country Andrew Williams, Techno Cowboy finds a way to outlast Maurice James and Luke Kasey here and becomes the #1 contender for Back to School Brawl in 1 month's time against RJ White. And a little bit of a standoff here between Kasey and Techno Cowboy. Nice respect shown by Luke Kasey. And Techno Cowboy, ladies and gentlemen, is in fact the #1 contender for RJ White at Back to School Brawl, just 1 month away here in RCWA. But ladies and gentlemen, we have plenty more action coming up for you here tonight. Stay tuned as we're going to head backstage to Bashley Bones.
And we're back at RCWA. I'm here with Brogan O'Shea, who made his debut last month. Brogan, how did that go for you?
Well, I mean, as you may know, my debut match, I did not win, but I wasn't able to keep focused. How am I supposed to keep focused when I have none other than Chris Morgan, just stare at me the entire time I'm making my introduction? How am I supposed to be buckle up Brogan if someone's not buckled up? So tonight, I had to find somebody that the locker room respected, and nobody does that more. Wait a minute, I forgot you're not. That's interesting. But tonight, respectfully, I'm gonna pin you in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3, not on my debut, but on my second match here at RCWA. So again, buckle up, and I'll see you when we get there.
All right, fasten your seatbelts. You heard him.
All right, next match is a women's championship match.
Well, there you heard it from Brogan O'Shea here tonight. Brogan O'Shea goes one-on-one with Chris Morgan in what should be an instant classic. But speaking of instant classic, ladies and gentlemen, this match for none other than the RCWA Women's Championship, as we are now being joined by Dream Girl Ellie.
From Tampa, Florida, your dream girl, Ellie.
And And Dream Girl Ellie, very well known in the independent wrestling circuit, also having stints in Ohio Valley Wrestling, as well as WWE's NXT. She is from the Orlando, Florida area. She has competed against some of the best, and tonight she's going against the best that RCWA has to offer. The women's champion, Lucy B. Sweet. And Lucy's going to have her work cut out for her tonight. She goes against Dream Girl Ellie, who obviously is going to be a major threat to her championship reign. And ladies and gentlemen, to talk about this match on social media, use the hashtag women's title as Lucy B. Sweet defends against Dream Girl Ellie. And these women's paths have crossed before. Of course, similar backgrounds, both been participants in Ohio Valley Wrestling. Of course, that's where Lucy B. Sweet did a lot of her training in the early years, even competing in the Nightmare Rumble back in 2022. Dream Girl Ellie, trained by Malachi Black, Zelina Vega, even Matt Seidel, also known as Evan Bourne. These are two highly competitive women who are both jockeying for an opportunity at having the RCWA, Rose City Wrestling Alliance Women's Championship by the end of Freedom Slam. Only one of these women can walk out with the championship. The biggest question of this match is, though, will Bad Country Andrew Williams, who is on the outside of the ring, be a deciding factor in tonight's matchup? Of course, we've seen Andrew get involved in some of Lucy's matches and vice versa. Tonight, the odds are definitely stacked against Ellie, with Andrew on the outside of the ring. Ellie now wants to have a bit of a test of strength here, with Lucy B. Sweet just playing mind games with her right now. And here we go. Ellie, a little bit of mind games to kick us off in this match.
No one wants her number.
And here we go. Both these women kind of feeling each other out here. And this Richmond, Indiana crowd is not behind Lucy B. Sweet here tonight. They want to see Ellie knock Lucy off of her throne as the RCWA Women's Champion. And here we go. Side headlock applied by Lucy B. Sweet. Ellie with the go behind. Headlock of her own here on Lucy. Drops down here. Side headlock applied. Lucy trying to get her feet up, get Ellie into the head scissors, and can't do that. Ellie finding a way to keep Lucy grounded here. Side headlock still applied. Lucy gets out of it. Nice job there by Lucy. Regaining control. Ellie pushes Lucy off the rope. Big shoulder tackle by Be Sweet. Lucy now off the ropes. Ellie with a deep arm drag sends Lucy to the mat. Ellie with a shoulder tackle and a kick in the corner brings her out with a snapmare. What does Ellie have in mind here? Ellie with a huge clothesline goes for the cover. Could she put her away early here? No. It's going to take a little more than that to put away the champion.
Come on, big, fight at it, come on.
Has her by the waist too, rolls her back. Lucy now finds a way to dodge Ellie, sends her into the middle rope, and is going to use the middle rope to her advantage here. She has to be careful to not get disqualified. Although, oh, wait a second. Damn it, come on. Referee's back is turned thanks to Lucy as Andrew Williams takes advantage of the situation and chokes Ellie across that middle rope. Now a knee to the temple, and this is exactly what I talked about. The equalizer on the outside of the ring. Andrew Williams could, in fact, play a factor in the result of this match as he has for quite a few months here. Lucy, Irish whip to Ellie into the corner. Back elbow. She has her right where she wants her now. Could she be going for that hip attack? Oh, and she does. And that'll do some damage, ladies and gentlemen. There's nowhere for your head to go. You're up against that bottom turnbuckle. And that hip attack, it just drives that hip bone right into your face. You have no way to get away from that type of maneuver. Lucy now sets her up, goes for the suplex. Ellie gets out of it, blocks it a second time, but Lucy stomps the foot, distracts Ellie enough so she can in fact hit the suplex on Ellie. And there's Bad Country on the outside just bad-mouthing Dream Girl Ellie. Ellie looking for the ropes to try to find a way to bring herself back to her feet. Lucy brings her up for her. Lucy's got her up. Look at the strength of Lucy Be Sweet with a sidewalk slam. Goes for the cover and a kick out. Nice job there by Lucy Be Sweet, showing the power side, picking Dream Girl Ellie up, holding her in place, and dropping her down with a sidewalk slam with force, ladies and gentlemen. And it's those kind of power moves that Lucy may have to pull out to defeat Dream Girl Ellie here tonight and retain her RCWA Women's Championship. Stomping on the hand. Finding a body part and just sticking to it is Lucy Be Sweet right now. She is going for every body part, every limb that Ellie can use against Lucy. Dirty tactic, maybe, but smart nonetheless, as Lucy Be Sweet thus far has had Dream Girl Ellie exactly where she wants her.
Nobody cares if you did. She ain't going nowhere. Look at it. Sure, who's the best in purple?
Lucy brings Ellie out of the corner. Once again goes to the suplex. Once again, Ellie blocking it. Hard shots to the rib cage area. And now, knee lifts by Lucy, just wearing Ellie out. Lucy now right on the attack with those hard right hands, right in front of the referee as well. Lucy just getting more and more aggressive as this match continues here. And Lucy just continues to pummel away at Dream Girl Ellie here. Ellie finds a way to get herself into the corner, gets the boots up, and this may be the opening that Dream Girl Ellie needs to get back into this match. Huge clothesline from Ellie, another clothesline, and she's rallying back, ladies and gentlemen. Kick, a high kick, sets her up with another kick straight to the face. And Dream Girl Ellie's got to stay on top of Lucy here. Gets her for a German suplex, goes for the cover too, and just pops right back up. Ellie's got to stay on Lucy here. Goes for it there, but Back Country gets Lucy out of the way and eats a boot for his trouble. And that's what he gets for getting involved. Referee doing a great job, takes the belt away from Lucy, but Lucy has the other belt in the corner. Goes for the cover too. Damn it. The old title switcheroo, ladies and gentlemen. Lucy brought the Women's Championship in to use it. Referee distracted, trying to get rid of the championship, as Lucy grabs the opposite title. The Renegade Championship, uses it to her advantage, hits Ellie in the face with the championship, and finds a way to once again retain her RCWA Women's Championship. And Lucy is on quite the run here, ladies and gentlemen. Since earlier this year when she knocked off Brooke Summers to win the inaugural Women's Championship, Lucy has since been almost completely unstoppable. And it makes you wonder, who is going to come into RCWA and knock Lucy B. Sweet off her throne? So far, no one has had that chance to do it. Only time will tell if somebody could step up and actually take Lucy B. Sweet's championship away from her. Ladies and gentlemen, we have plenty more to come, including our next contest. Brogan O'Shea goes one-on-one with Chris Morgan.
Ashley here at RCWA with Super Frankie 3000. So Frankie, you had an interaction earlier with Law. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
No.
All right, he doesn't want to talk about it. So what about RJ and his no-show? You have any words on that?
He's a coward.
Okay.
Next.
How do you feel about the match that you did have?
It was short.
Short? Sweet?
It was short.
Okay. And, you know, what about RJ's illness? What are your thoughts on that?
His UTI? He needs to wash better.
Okay. That's it? Man,
That's what I said.
Little words. And what about the number 1 contender.
My boy Cowboy. The best hair in all the business, second best hat. Congratulations. You now have become a problem for me. And now that you're my problem, I'm your trouble. Stay out of my damn way. Number 1 contender or no number 1 contender. RJ is mine. And if I gotta break you to break him, so damn be it.
All right, Cowboy, you heard it. He didn't have a lot to say until I said your name.
All right, next match is scheduled for 1 fall. Ellie from Belfast, Ireland.
The Rambler, Brogan O'Shea, a ball of energy per usual, ladies and gentlemen. We've seen him debut just 1 month ago in a losing effort to Maurice James. Tonight, Brogan looks to get on his winning ways for the first time here in RCWA, but he has got to face this man, the former RCWA heavyweight champion, Chris Morgan. And this match came about, ladies and gentlemen, where at Summer Breakdown, Brogan O'Shea would introduce himself to the RCWA audience for the first time, and in walked a disgruntled Chris Morgan, who the month before would lose to Techno Cowboy in the main event. Following Brogan's loss to Maurice James, Chris Morgan would come out, actually help the Rambler to his feet in a show of respect. And tonight, they respectfully face each other one-on-one here tonight to see who the better man is. Is it the former RCWA heavyweight champion and Chris Morgan, who's looking to get back to his winning ways, or Brogan O'Shea, a newcomer here in Rhoda City Wrestling Alliance, looking for his first major win, where he could then vouch for a potential future in the major championship opportunity in the coming months. And a nice go behind there by Brogan O'Shea. Both been jockeying for position here. An Irish whip. Shooting him off is Chris Morgan, shoulder tackle to Brogan O'Shea. And both men now circling. There's a tie-up. Brogan now overpowers Chris, sends him to the corner, but Chris Morgan, oh! Morgan did a roll up here. Brogan O'Shea almost beat him there. He almost. Chris Morgan took his eye off the ball there, changing his mind about using a closed fist, and it almost cost him the match. Brogan with a quick roll up almost completely catching Morgan off guard here. Another collar and elbow, this time Brogan on the ropes. Morgan shoots him off, goes for the clothesline, misses. Back elbow does it, goes for the cover, 2, and a kick out by O'Shea. Morgan now gets Brogan back to his feet. Brogan trying to rally back. Shots to the midsection by O'Shea. Shoots Morgan off into the corner, comes out. Huge Belfast Bulldog by Brogan O'Shea. Goes for the cover, 2, and a kick out. Take another look, ladies and gentlemen. Comes out. He calls this the Belfast Bulldog. And now he sets him up for a clover release. Morgan trying to get out of it.
Chris, what do you say? No.
But Brogan cinches it in. And now Chris Morgan, he's either going to have to get to the rope, or this may be it for Chris Morgan here tonight at Freedom Slam. Morgan gets out of it. Big knee straight to the face of O'Shea. Goes for the cover, 2. Great back and forth action between these guys here. And Morgan looks frustrated. What's he got in mind here? Oh, no. We've seen him refrain from using the closed fist earlier, and it nearly cost Morgan the match. And now he's got a steel chair. As you can hear the referee just pleading to Morgan not to use this chair. If he does bring this chair in, he will get disqualified. Morgan puts the chair down and decides to get back into the ring here. A more reserved side that we've never seen from Chris Morgan. And there, big spine buster from Brogan O'Shea. Goes for the cover, 2, and no! A huge spine buster by O'Shea nearly once again puts away Chris Morgan, but Brogan goes for the cover, near fall. Can he capitalize? Can he get back to his feet? Pull out another major move, another way to put Chris Morgan away and get his first win here in RCWA. Both men pulling themselves to their feet. Brogan once again goes for the Belfast Bulldog. Is it going to be? No. Chris Morgan now. Oh, Blue Thunder Bomb goes for the cover, 2, and no. Take another look at this. Blue Thunder Bomb by Chris Morgan. And Chris cannot believe somehow, some way, Brogan O'Shea kicked out of the Blue Thunder Bomb. And now Chris is going for that chair.
Chris, please, don't do this.
If he uses it, this match is over. Brogan will win this match by disqualification. And Brogan up to a knee. He's feeling the effects from that Blue Thunder Bomb. Morgan, he's changing his mind again, throws away the chair. Brogan O'Shea, though, capitalizes. Huge destroyer. 1, 2, 3. Unbelievable. Take another look at the Irish Destroyer by Brogan O'Shea. Just plants Chris Morgan. Morgan thought about using the chair, but that little disruption, that little eternal struggle by Morgan may have cost him the match, as Brogan O'Shea has his first major win here in RCWA, and the sky is the limit for Brogan O'Shea after a hard-fought match tonight against a former RCWA heavyweight champion. What an unbelievable match these two just put on here tonight at Freedom Slam. But ladies and gentlemen, we are not finished yet. We still have our main event to come. As the Renegade Championship is on the line, the Bad Country himself, Andrew Williams, will defend against the Vision Orion in our main event. And look at this. The Richmond crowd actually behind Chris Morgan. We'll have the main event next.
Welcome back. I'm Bashley here at RCWA with Luke, Kasey, and Adrian Jacobs. What do you have to say, Luke?
It was a rough night for RCWA. Losing the #1 contendership for RCWA's championship. I couldn't get my rematch with him. But ultimately, my outcome for tonight is Techno. He earned my respect finally. He did what he needed to do, and I firmly believe he will take the RCWA World Championship away from RCWA next month.
And then what about you? Are you after it after that?
Oh, I'm not done with that championship anytime soon. I'm coming right back for it, and no one's stopping me from getting that championship around this waist. With the help of
You have anything to add, Adrian?
He's going to take that title one way or another.
One way
So
or
RJ
another.
White, watch your back.
Bashley here at RCWA with Chris Morgan. Not looking too happy. Chris, do you have some thoughts on what just happened?
Thoughts on what just happened? Well, Brogan O'Shea, you picked up your first win in RCWA. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. You beat me, okay? You beat a former RCWA champion. That's awesome. But I want you to remember though, I beat me. You capitalized on my mistakes, which I don't fault you for, because I would have done the same thing. Now, would I have done a few other things also? Yeah, but that's not why I'm here anymore. I'm here on this road to redemption for a reason. When I look out in the crowd and I see my kids out there, and I see them watching me do all the dirty, dastardly shit that I've done over the last 3 years, I can't look at myself in the mirror anymore. Do you know what that's like? Do you know what it's like to not even be able to look at yourself in the mirror? Sometimes you have to realize something's got to change. Things changed.
All right, Chris Morgan on the road to redemption. Guess we'll find out. And his next opponent, you probably should watch out.
All right, are you guys ready for your main event? I know you guys can be a little louder than that. Are you guys ready for your main event? All right, let's get started. From Fort Valley, California.
Look at me.
And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, the Vision Orion making his RCWA debut here tonight. And if you're not familiar with Orion and his work, ladies and gentlemen, you have been living under a rock. He was trained by none other than Malachi Black and Zelina Vega. He's known by many names, including Blanco Roca, Justin Storm, Justin Black. But tonight, we simply call him Orion. He is the Vision, he is the Sultan of the Sit, and he is the Sultan of the Sky. And tonight, we could call him Renegade Champion.
And his opponent, our main contender, is your RCWA Renegade Champion.
And there, ladies and gentlemen, is your Renegade Champion, Bad Country, Andrew Williams. Of course, as always, accompanied to the ring by the RCWA Women's Champion, Lucy B. Sweet. And of course, we've already seen the antics of Andrew and Lucy, as earlier tonight, Bad Country was out here at ringside during Lucy's match with Dream Girl Ellie, and we've seen him get involved, his championship specifically getting involved, and it makes you wonder, is Lucy going to get involved? No, you know, scratch that. When Lucy gets involved, is it going to potentially cost this crowd from the opportunity of seeing a brand new Renegade Champion in the Vision Orion? Only time will tell. Hopefully, the Vision can come up with something to combat the fact that Lucy is out here at ringside. And of course, to talk about this match on social media, we're going to be using the hashtag Renegade Title here tonight. And again, like we talked about, if you don't know about Orion, he was trained by Malachi Black. He's competed in OVW, TNA, WWE for NXT, AEW, Ring of Honor. He has been all over the country. Tonight, he finally makes his debut in Richmond, Indiana, in RCWA, and that's what it's for right there, ladies and gentlemen. Hashtag Renegade Title. To talk about this match, this is going to be an instant classic, ladies and gentlemen. Referee calls for the bell, and here we go. And you can see the quickness of the Vision Orion here. There's a reason also why they call him the Sultan of the Sky. And I think we may just see that in this matchup here tonight. And already, Bad Country running away, creating some distance between himself and the Vision. And you know, obviously, Bad Country has the champion's advantage. If he gets counted out or disqualified in this matchup, he retains the Renegade Championship, which favors him and does not do any favors for Orion. Bad Country back into the ring. And this match will continue. Collar, elbow. Immediately, Bad Country goes to work here. But look at that fancy footwork from Orion. Reversing. And now Bad Country a little bit of his own here, putting the pressure back on Orion, and look at the skill of both of these guys here. Great chain wrestling, great job by both men here, switching up and trying to put the pressure on their opponent, and Orion trips him up here, gets him in a frontwards face lock here. Bad Country smartly gets back to his feet. Orion's got him hooked once again, catches him, but great ring awareness there by Andrew Williams, gets to the bottom rope and creates that distance once again from the Vision. Andrew Williams did not compete last month. He had a hand injury, recently had surgery, but I've been told that he is back to 100% going into this matchup tonight, so there's no excuse for Bad Country in terms of his hand injury. He cannot use that after he's been cleared 100% for action here tonight. Once again, Orion has Andrew all tied up here. Great job by the referee there, checking the shoulders. Shoulder was off the mat. And he's trying to shake that arm, trying to get some blood flow back in after Orion has targeted the arm in the early goings of this matchup. And once again, Orion goes back forward and listen to that chop. My God. Those chops were so hard they hurt it in Dayton, Ohio. My God. Orion, now what's he got in mind here? Off the rope. Oh, dropping his face right across the knee. Great innovative offense here by the Vision. Off the ropes again. Big drop kick right to the face. And once again, Backcountry rolls out of harm's way, creating distance, trying to get away from the Vision here. You know, he is called the Sultan of the Sky for a reason, and he is showing that off here tonight. And I don't know that Andrew Williams has a way to combat this type of offense as he looks to hold on to his Renegade Championship, which he has had for quite a few months since knocking off Super Frankie 3000 for the Renegade Championship. Backcountry slow to get back in, goes for the clothesline, miss, and there is a deep arm drag. And he has Andrew right where he wants him once again. Reversing the pressure here, Irish hook to the corner. But Orion, Bandera to the outside here. And, a cheap shot there by Backcountry, kicking the leg out. Orion hits his face on the apron, and this might have been the opening the Backcountry needed here. And look at that the closed fist, the referee trying to get him off of Orion here. Those illegal punches to the face. Picks him up, side suplex. Country goes for the cover once again, and it's a 2 count. It's going to take a little more from Andrew Williams to put the Vision Orion away here. Backcountry stomping away. But once again, the Vision has an answer. Kicking the back of the leg, but these two just trading kicks back and forth here. Both men jockeying for position, looking for an opportunity to wear down their opponent to the point where they can get them to the 3 count and claim to be the RCWA Renegade Champion.
That's right. Just tap. Come on.
And Backcountry just wrenching it in.
Come on. What you say? You ain't got it.
He's got the knee to the back.
You
He's
ain't got it.
putting pressure on the biceps, on the shoulders, even the rib area with this maneuver. Orion back to his feet. Elbow to the sternum here. And now these two just trade blows back and forth. Pushes him off the rope. Big drop kick by Backcountry. Can he capitalize? Can he get the pinfall here? Goes for the cover. 1, 2, and no! At the last second there, Orion shows signs of life. Kicking out. This match continues. Backcountry once again going for the cover, this time only a 1 count. You can see the frustration and Bad Country continuing to build. He's getting desperate for those pinfalls.
Come on, Orion, what do you say?
And now it looks as if Bad Country is going to try to put Orion to sleep here. He's going to put him out.
Come on, Orion, what do you say?
If he can do that, he does successfully retain his Renegade Championship here. But I think it's going to take a little more than that. Orion is trying to fight back. And once again, Andrew Williams drives him back into the canvas. Orion once again tries to fight up. Oh, jawbreaker. But once again, Andrew Williams, look at this. Oh, what a shot. Let's take another look. Bounces right off the ropes and boom, right to the chin
Let's go.
of Bad Country. And this might have been the opening that Orion needed to get his wits together, get back to his feet, and take control of this match once again. The referee up to 4, and Bad Country to his feet first. Eats the boot. Orion had it scouted, elbow right to the chin, it looked. Bad Country thought he had him scouted, but Orion's unique offense bounces off that top rope and sends the side of his boot right to the face. There's a big clothesline, back elbow. Orion is feeling it now. He's coming back into this fight. Big kicks. And Orion now picks him up. What's he got in mind here? Oh my God! It goes for the cover. Nearly picked it up here. Somehow, some way, Bad Country kicked out of that. Massive, unique neck breaker right across the knee. Just driving the pressure into the spine of Andrew Williams. Ryan, now what's he got in mind? Goes off the ropes here. Goes for the big forearm. Misses. Super kick to the midsection. Oh, and a big knee right to the temple. Ryan comes in. Andrew's got him caught. Got him for the sunset flip pin here. Goes for it. 1, 2, no. Another near fall. Another close near fall for Orion. Big spine buster. Goes for the cover. 2, no. Unbelievable. Mark my words, ladies and gentlemen. I said it at the beginning of this match. An instant classic between these two here tonight in the Freedom Slam main event. Now, Andrew Williams tuning it up. What does he have in mind for Orion? And Orion tries to come to. Andrew goes for that patented knee, that finish. He's put away many guys here in RCWA with that very move. And look at this. Oh my God! Orion, another. Oh, another near fall. Take another look at this. Just absolute brilliant offense by the Vision. But again, not enough to put away the Renegade Champion here tonight. What a match this is so far. And Bad Country going to the corner trying to pull himself up. He may be hurt after that catching modified neck breaker, and Orion trying to pull him out of the corner, but he has a hold of the rope. Referee doing a great job getting Orion back. Backcountry does have the rope. And while he has the rope, he's basically safe from the Vision's attack here. And wait a second. Lucy just tried to slide her women's championship in, and she was caught red-handed this time. No, come on! Backcountry with the Renegade champion right across the face of Orion. Damn it, not like this. He's lining him up. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's gotta be it. This is awful. 1, 2, no! How in the hell did he kick out? First the belt right across the face, then the knee. Straight to the face. Somehow, some way, the Vision Orion is still alive in this match. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Now Lucy up on the apron.
What are you doing up here?
Wait a second. There's Dream Girl Ellie going after Lucy. He tries to hit him with the belt once again. Orion has it scouted. Big super kick. This could be the moment. This could be Orion's shining moment to become the Renegade champion. Ellie and Lucy continue fighting on the outside here. There's Orion. Oh my God, what a unique version of a monkey flip there. Looks like he's gonna put him away. Big forearm. That's gotta be it. 1, 2, no, come on, no, damn it. And no, that's not how I wanted to see this end. Lucy going to town on Orion, and this match is going to end in disqualification. And though the Vision Orion wins the match, Andrew Williams retains the Renegade Championship. And no, Andrew, don't do this. Backcountry has Dream Girl Ellie, but wait a second! Techno Cowboy! Cowboy's here! Techno Cowboy saves Dream Girl Ellie. Super kick by Cowboy lays out the Renegade champion. The #1 contender saves the day here tonight. But the biggest development here, ladies and gentlemen, is Orion wins this match by disqualification. But somehow, some way, like usual, Backcountry Andrew Williams finds a way to walk out a Freedom Slam tonight, still Renegade champion. Unbelievable. What a match that was. And wait a second, looks like the Vision asking for a microphone here.
I think I just beat your ass like a redheaded stepchild. And you know what? Here's the funny thing. You throw everything at me. The kitchen sink, your championship belt, your whole life, and you still couldn't get the job done, country.
Walking out champion now, because it ain't you! It ain't you!
That's ain't it! That's who's the phone call. You can leave with that piece of metal, but I can leave with something between my legs that you can't.
What's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean? Huh?
The fact of the matter is, I respect the champion that does everything and anything to remain champion. I can respect that. But what I don't respect is I had you 1, 2, 3 looking at the lights. So don't think that this is done. Don't think that the Vision and the Dream Girl aren't coming back here. Because the next time that we step in this ring, we're going to beat both your asses.
I'll make sure you don't come back. I'll make sure you don't come back. I'll make damn sure you don't come back.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, from the way it sounds, we have not seen the last of Dream Girl Ellie and the Vision Orion here in Rose City Wrestling Alliance, and I hope that we get to see
I have been on NXT. So here's what I want to say. Myself and Dream Girl, we've been in WWE. We've wrestled on NXT. We've wrestled on TNA, AEW, ROH, Japan, England, the UK, above Canada, all over. I love independent professional wrestling. I love crowds like you guys, right? Because again, yes, the high dollar stuff is fun, right? But you guys come out on a Saturday night, pay your hard-earned money to watch these guys come here and bust their asses for you. Okay? Thank you so much for doing that. If I could ask you to do one thing, at the end of the night, if you guys enjoyed this, go on the Facebook page. If you got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever it is, or talk to a friend. Every month these guys are here. I want to see this place packed up by the time I come back. And we'll have even more fun. Thank you so much.
I would love to see the Vision and Dream Girl Ellie return here to RCWA and see them in tag team action to go against Lucy B. Sweet and Bad Country Andrew Williams. Could it happen, ladies and gentlemen? Only time will tell. But ladies and gentlemen, it looks like that is going to do us for RCWA Freedom Slam here tonight. We will see you in 1 month's time at RCWA Back to School Brawl. Have a good night.